Hello and thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share and comment on the video as well as subscribe to Good Better Best online videos for more video content. Hi there everyone, I hope that you are well. Today we are going to be working through some financial maths. This is an exam type question. And before we begin, I'd like to thank South Peninsula High School for allowing us to use their question papers. Let's look at question 1. You see that they say that it's simple interest. So we know that we need to use the simple interest formula here. And it says double in 10 years. So what are we going to do? We are going to say A is equal to P, 1 plus IN. We don't know P. We don't know what our P value is, our principal amount, and we don't know what our final amount is. But what we do know is that our final amount is going to be double our principal amount in 10 years' time. So what are we going to do? We are going to say 2P is equal to P, 1 plus 10I, because it's 10 years. And now what we are going to do is we are going to divide by P on both sides. This means that P's will cancel and we are left with 2. And we are left with 1 plus 10I. On the right hand side, we are going to subtract this 1 so that we can say 2 minus 1 is equal to 10I. And what we are going to find now is the interest rate, and we see that the interest rate is 10%. Let's look at question 8.2. This is a straightforward depreciation question. They are saying that we need to use the reducing balance method. We know that this method is using the compound interest formula with a minus sign. So we are going to substitute our information. We have 5,001 minus our interest rate, always divided by 100. And it's for 3 years. So the value of the handbag after 3 years will be 3,070 Rand and 63 cents. In question 8.3, we deal with the nominal and effective interest rate. They ask us to calculate the effective interest rate if an investment earns at an interest rate of 11.5% per annum compounded monthly. So what we do is we use the nominal and effective interest rate formula, which is 1 plus IEFF is equal to 1 plus INOM over N to the power N. Let's substitute what we have. We know that our interest rate is 11.5% divided by 100, and this is what it gives us. We divide that by 12 because it's compounded monthly, to the power 12 because we know that when we deal with nominal and effective interest rate, we only deal with it for a year. So it's going to be compounded monthly, and therefore it's 12 terms that we need to deal with. What are we going to do now? We're going to simplify the right-hand side. Use your calculator, simplify the right-hand side, and we have 1 plus IEFF is equal to, and we have this long decimal 1,1259,328 minus 1, and that gives us this answer here. What we must know is that we always need to multiply by 100. It's percentage, so we must multiply our decimals by 100. So our interest rate is 12.13%. So our effective interest rate is 12.13%. 8.4 is our timeline question. There's more than one way to answer this question. There is a way for us to combine the brackets, but I thought it would be easier for you to see it like this. Maybe it makes more sense to you like this, and you should still get your full marks, provided you filled in all of your information. So, a deposit was made of 20,000 Rand. That happens at T0, right? Into an investment account, the money earns an interest rate of 7.2% for 2 years. So from T0 to T2, the interest that was earned was 7.5%, and they mentioned that it was compounded quarterly. Then, after the second year, the interest rate changed. What did it change to? It changed to 8.5% monthly. But 3 years after his initial investment, he withdrew 3,000 Rand. So what we are going to do is we are going to separate the sums into the different categories. Or maybe I shouldn't say categories, I'm going to separate them into different sections. So let's start with the initial investment of 20,000 that was in for 2 years at an interest rate of 7.5% compounded quarterly. So we have 20,000, and now we have 1 plus 0.075, that's your interest rate divided by 100, and then divided by 4. Why divided by 4? Because it was compounded quarterly. How long was it in for? It was in for 2 years. And what do we do with our N value? If we divide our I by 4, we must multiply our N by 4. So we have 2 times 4. And what we are going to do is substitute all of this into the calculator, and we are going to get a value of 23,204 Rand and 43 cents. This becomes our new principal amount. So from T2 to T3, this amount, 23,204 Rand and 43 cents, that amount is our principal amount, and it's in for that year from T2 to T3, compounded monthly for 12 months. So what happens now? So we put that into the calculator, and we see that we get 25,255 Rand and 49 cents. But they told us that he withdrew 3,000 Rand. And what we need to do now is subtract that 3,000 Rand that he withdrew. And that gives us 22,255 Rand and 49 cents. This becomes our new principal amount, which we substitute into our formula. So our interest rate is still 0.085%, and it's compounded monthly for how many years? For 2 years. So our 24 is 2 times 12. And when we are done substituting, put it into the calculator, and we get 26,363 Rand and 74 cents. That is how much you will have at the end of 5 years. Thank you so much for watching with us. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and like, and we'll see you again soon.